June 2025, the Filipino public was surprised by an exclusive report by veteran defense journalist Francis Mangosing of the Philippine Daily Inquirer on the official details of 6 new offshore patrol vessels, OPVs, being built for the Philippine Navy that will be named after great figures from the history of the Philippines' kingdoms and maritime struggles. The class of vessels will be called the Raja Suleiman class, with the lead ship also bearing the same name, BRP Raja Suleiman, PS-20, scheduled to be officially launched on June 11, 2025, and delivered to the Philippines in March 2026. The vessels will form the backbone of the nation's maritime surveillance in the new era, and are all named after historical Filipino figures, renowned for their leadership, diplomacy, and resistance to foreign colonialism. With the launch of the lead ship of the class, BRP Raja Suleiman, scheduled to take place on June 11, 2025, just a day before the Philippines celebrates its 127th Independence Day. The ship will be officially handed over to the Philippine Navy in March 2026, pioneering the rejuvenation of the National Patrol Fleet. The next 5 ships will follow in stages over the next 2 years, namely BRP Raja Lakandula, PS-21, BRP Raja Humaban, PS-22, BRP Sultan Kudarat, PS-23, BRP Datu Matakudo, PS-24, and BRP Datu Sikatuna, PS-25. These 6 ships not only carry the mission of maritime guarding, but also carry the burden of history and cultural pride of the nation. But before we go into details, let us remember, the strength of the Philippines is not only determined by its military capabilities, but also by good governance, the eradication of corruption, the rejection of political fanaticism, and the fight against misinformation. As you may recall, the Philippines has ordered 6 OPVs from Hyundai Heavy Industries, one of South Korea's leading shipbuilders. This project is part of a long-term military modernization program, specifically to strengthen the Philippine Navy fleet, which requires modern assets in guarding national waters. These ships use the HDP-2200 design, a new generation design that can be customized for various missions. And now it has been confirmed that the ships will be named the King Solomon Offshore Patrol Vessel class. The first ship in this class will be named BRP King Solomon, PSX, and is scheduled to be officially launched on June 11th in South Korea. This name was chosen to honor King Solomon, a warrior from Manila who was known for his bravery in fighting the invaders. The naming has a symbolic value, a statement that the Philippines is ready to defend its sovereignty. HDP-2200 specifications and features. This class of OPV is armed with a main system in the form of a 76mm super rapid cannon that is capable of hitting targets in the air and on the surface. In addition, there are 2 36mm remote-controlled weapon stations, RCWS, for close-range defense and a Simbad RC missile launcher as a short-range air defense system. One of the main advantages of this ship is its modularity. The ship can be configured for various missions such as anti-submarine operations, search and rescue, drone operations, and humanitarian missions. Like the Navy's Lego, flexible, adaptable, and efficient. The HDP-2200's design also accommodates interchangeable mission modules. For example, for anti-submarine operations, a sonar module and lightweight torpedoes can be installed. For humanitarian missions, the ship can carry desalination units, medical containers, or relief logistics. Strategic and diplomatic context. With over 7,600 islands, the Philippines is in dire need of ships capable of handling a variety of missions. Such ships are not only important for security, but also enhance soft power, strengthen defense diplomacy, and support the Philippines' participation in international maritime exercises such as RIMPAC and Exercise Komodo. The HDP-2200's design draws on South Korea's long experience in building patrol vessels and corvettes. The technology is not just a prototype, but has been tested in real operations. The ship is designed to be low-manned, low radar signature, and fuel-efficient, a perfect fit for the Philippine Navy. The ship has a cruising speed of around 15 knots, and is capable of reaching over 20 knots at maximum speed, with a range of over 5,000 nautical miles. In addition, the ship is also very suitable for use as a training platform, because its systems are modern, but not as complex as frigates. Potential for development and independence. The ships also open up opportunities for technology transfer and localization of production. While the first 2 units were built in South Korea, subsequent ships will likely involve local shipyards, in line with the country's vision of self-reliance in defense through the Self-Reliant Defense Posture (SRDP) program. Current relevance: amid rising tensions in the West Philippine Sea and China's expansion in the region, the presence of these OPVs is a clear signal that the Philippines is ready to defend its rights. These are not just warships, they are symbols of national presence, sovereignty, and resolve. Interestingly, the military seems to be holding back on releasing official information. Some observers say this is part of a communication strategy, to avoid being easily guessed by adversaries. What is clear is that the construction of the first ship is almost complete and is ready to be launched on schedule. These ships will strengthen maritime patrol, interception, search and rescue, and law enforcement missions in the maritime region. While not as heavy as frigates in terms of weaponry, these OPVs are quite capable of maritime presence and maritime area awareness. And because of their modular design, these OPVs can be strengthened in the future, as needed. The first 2 ships have now been named, and their maiden launch is expected soon. As scheduled, OPV deliveries will continue until all 6 units are completed in the next few years. It is possible that the BRP Raja Suleiman will become the backbone of the nation's maritime patrol operations. The launch of the Raja Suleiman class is not just about the arrival of new ships, but also a symbol of the Philippines' commitment to safeguarding its sovereignty and marine resources. With this new fleet, the Philippine Navy is not only renewing its material strength, but also reviving the spirit of patriotism and the nation's historical heritage through meaningful ship names. The Raja Suleiman class will witness a new era of Philippine naval power, more prepared, stronger, and more sovereign.